recently read a news story, and it was so shocking to me. I couldn't believe it. A prominent college sorority, Zeta Pi Beta, at Colorado State University has been shut down after being accused of extreme hazing during pledging. The police report alleged that some girls who were trying to join the sorority were beaten with paddles. They were forced to eat cat food, and they were made to exercise in the freezing cold for so many hours that some of them ended up being put in the hospital. One pledge even described her treatment as torture. We're going to meet girls from the Zeta Pi Beta later on, but it's not just college kids that are hazing each other. They're getting younger. Some people say hazing is a harmless tradition, an unofficial part of joining a school team or club that everyone has to go through. It can be as simple as making someone do sit-ups until they pass out. Or they can be physically and emotionally tortured for days or weeks, forced to drink deadly amounts of alcohol, and brutally beaten or even sexually assaulted. In the past decade, hazing has become even more violent and more common in high schools and middle schools across the country. Every year, 1.5 million high school students are victims of hazing, but barely 1 out of every 10 hazing victims will ever report it or even talk about it. The ones that suffer silently get their revenge on the next group, and the tradition of hazing continues. This is Allie, and Allie is still in high school, and she knows a lot about hazing. So tell me what you know about hazing. You've been hazed, right?
Yes.
Yeah, tell me about when you were being hazed.
Hazing, there's a lot of different types of hazing. One is physical, and then there's mental hazing. Physical hazing is just like beating somebody up, hitting them with objects, or smacking them. But mental hazing is so much different. Mental hazing is like degrading a person, like in the college sorority, eating cat food. Like defaming someone's name, spreading rumors, saying that they have STDs or something, just basically a bunch of rumors.
So you were a new girl at a military school, and hazing was going on there, but you didn't know about it until you were a victim. Tell me about the night when the 3 or 4 girls came into your room.
I had no idea that was going to happen. I came into the school, and the old people that were there, they knew so much more than I did, and I just went in there like, this is all new to me, what am I supposed to do? And so, like, the 3rd or 4th night that I was there, the first few nights were completely fine. I slept through the night. And then at 1 to 3 in the morning, 4 masked girls with, like, scarves and hats on, they came into my room and just started beating me with what I later found out were bars of soap and padlocks and socks. And
wait, what do you mean bars of soap, padlocks, and socks?
Yeah, well,
they were in socks?
Yes, they put like removable padlocks like on lockers, and they put them in
the
socks.
And then they held the end of the sock and
yes.
were beating you with that?
Yeah.
And waking you up in the middle of the night, you don't know who this is?
Yeah, it was more shocking than painful.
Wow. Okay, so did you ever find out who they were?
No, I have no idea who they were.
Wow. Okay, did you ever warn any other girls of what happened? Did you tell anybody this happened to you?
Nope, I didn't warn any of the new girls. There was one new girl that I befriended, and I was a good friend with her, and I found out that they were going to haze her next because I got into it. And I really wanted to be a part of it just so I could make sure that they didn't go too far because, I mean, padlocks can really hurt. So I was in there, and I used bar soap, and I beat her like 5 to 7 times on the legs.
So you hit her?
Yes, I did.
Okay, because you were trying to protect her?
From the other girls,
yes. Were you also trying to get a little bit of revenge, too?
No.
No, it was really just protecting?
Yeah.
Okay, so you beat her 5 to 7 times? Okay, but you said you put soap in there. Why wouldn't you just put some cotton balls?
I really don't know. I should have, but...
Okay. So you've hazed people, though, differently, because that was a friend, so you went soft on her, shall we say, with the bar of soap. But you've also hazed people that were not your friends.
Oh, no. And when people that aren't your friends and you haze them, you tend to do it worse just because there's just a message that you have to get across to them. And there was this one girl that came in. She just pretended like she knew everything. She came in with the whole you don't know me attitude, and she just thought that she was so badass. And I found out that they were going to haze her, and I was like, that girl's mine. I'm going to deal with her.
Okay.
So I used a padlock, and I hit her like 10 times, and then we
With
left
the
the room.
padlock?
Yes.
So you hit her 10 times. I heard you were the ringleader of that one.
Yes, I was an 8th grader, so it's not like it was some 20-year-old person just beating the hell out of somebody.
Yeah, but an 8th grader on another 8th grader is strong.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Okay. So you hit her 10 times with the padlock. I heard you said she got it good. What does
did.
that mean?
Well, her personality changed. She was a lot more humble. She was on a pedestal since she got there, and we just kind of took her off her pedestal.
Okay. Now, just... Allie, I know you're 16, so maybe you don't understand this like I do, but you did to somebody else what really was awful to you. You understand that?
Yes, I do, and I realize that it's just tradition. It has to happen. I mean, I didn't go into the school that I went to with this, like, you don't know me, I know everything attitude, but
so you didn't deserve your beating, but she deserved hers?
I felt like I deserved mine just because it happens.
So this has to happen?
I feel like it does, yeah.
And if it doesn't happen, then what?
Then people are just like all on different levels when they start off. Like a girl can come in with having absolutely no self-confidence, feeling like she's just lower than everything, but really she's not.
So beat the people with high levels of confidence so that they equal the people with low confidence?
From the beginning, yes.
Sounds like slavery or something to me. You know? Beat them into submission. That's what it sounds like to me. So when people tell that hazing has happened, what happens to them? Or do people even tell?
People just don't tell, because
they just don't tell.
They're considered narcs, and a narc just gets it way worse than anybody ever did.
Tell me about Tracy.
Tracy, when I first met her, like, everyone knew that they were going to have a field day with her. She's bunches of fun. She's great, but when I first met her, I thought that she was a little on the dumb side. She's overweight, and she's just such an easy target. And she had everything. Like, she had just something that I wanted, and...
What was that?
Pickles.
She had pickles?
Yes, she had big, huge jars of pickles, and my friends and I, we loved her pickles, and normally she was just really nice, and she shared them with us, and so, like, we were really two-faced, and we were friends with her for her pickles, and then one time she wouldn't share her pickles, so we took her clothes, we took it to the next level, and we took her clothes, we took them to the bathroom, threw them in the toilet, and we peed on them.
And you peed on her clothes?
Yes.
Okay, you know, no one really talks about this. That's why we're doing this show. We're really uncovering this. And it's interesting to me how you talk about it so freely. We know that you peed on her clothes, you pretended to be her friend, Tracy, and Tracy is here. We're going to talk to Tracy when we come back. We'll be right back. Up next, Tracy, tell her what happened after this hazing.
I got really depressed. I got to the point when somebody actually wanted to, like, not live anymore.
Hazing is usually associated with college fraternities and sororities, but more than half of high school students report being hazed, too. 16-year-old Allie admits she's beaten another girl with a heavy padlock, wrapped in a sock, and peed all on the girl's clothes. And Allie was also a victim of hazing at one time. Now she is the assaulter. Tracy is the victim that Allie was talking about before the break. And so she's peed on your clothes.
Yes.
And was your friend. So tell me about that. One day I know Allie came up to you and she knocked you down. And this was your friend, right?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Well, I was gone one day, and I came back. He was in my room. She's like, "Can I have pickles?" And I was like, "No." So she's just like, "You know what?" Pushed me out the way, tried to grab it, and I just tried to push her back. So she dove in for my clothes, took the clothes, ran to the bathroom. I chased out there. She threw them in the toilet and just peed on them.
And peed on them. And then what are you thinking during all this? This is your friend. And she's like attacking you for pickles.
Betrayed. I felt like I was betrayed. I was hurt. I mean,
Yeah.
I thought she was like my best friend.
You thought she was your best friend. Wow. And Allie, she said she thought you were her best friend. You were not.
No, I wasn't. I was completely two-faced, and so was everybody else. Like...
You just wanted her food. You just wanted her
Yes.
pickles. Tracy, she said she was using you.
I had no clue.
You didn't have a clue. What does that make you feel like?
Hurt.
Yeah. Hurt. Do you want to hate somebody else now that it's been done to you?
No.
It's interesting that you don't want to do it after it was done to you. But Allie, there was something in you driving you to do it. So tell, I'm not sure if Allie knows this, Tracy, tell her what happened so much after this hazing. What happened?
I got really depressed. I just wasn't myself anymore. I got to the point when somebody actually wanted to, like, not live anymore.
You didn't want to live anymore after that. You were so depressed. I know you said your self-esteem went really down.